I've got right here veterans of the movie industry, yes, names that actually ring bells and what have you. Yeah, this morning we'll be celebrating Nollywood in its finest, and including the students now in it, because a great international student film festival is about to go down at the great Igbenedion University. Yes, I think now you both know what I'm talking about. Why even talk that much? It's right here. Let's let the cat out of the bag. The great governor himself of Nollywood. Last of them as well. Nice to have you right here in the house. Good morning. Yeah. And that's his brother, Wendy Imaswe. Yeah, so it's not far-fetched.
Sydney, you are doing well. Sydney, you are doing well.
You're doing well.
What take you to maintain this
thing? Leave this behavior.
Wow.
It's just a natural
this is just more Peking's endeavor.
Brought a very, very bad guy, very, very guy. So I want to say something, right? Movie making runs in the family, no doubt. I know Wendy. I know about Amel, you know, like the list is endless, man. Let me start from there first and foremost. Yes, right. Has it always been like this from the get-go, or you guys just jumped on it because Bros has, you know, begun that
funny enough, for me, it was just a passion.
Okay.
Not because he was there already.
Yeah.
When he heard I was studying theater at Amos Ali University in Ekuma.
Okay.
And he called me. I didn't have his number then.
Yeah.
He was in Lagos already doing big things.
Yeah, big things, yeah.
And he called me. I was like, guy, are you mad? So you were studying theater at you even graduated and you didn't come to look for me.
Wow.
Carry your bags now and start heading to Lagos.
Yeah.
And since then, I've been...
He's been it's really many. Oh man, that is really, really nice. So nice. The governor, it's good to have you in town today. Now I know it's not far-fetched. What is about to go down in 5 days' time? The International Student Film Festival at the great Igbenedion University, Okada. Now walk us through this. What is it about? We've heard of, you know, film festivals around the world, but I've never heard of that of the students being inclusive. So can you bring us up to speed?
Well, I got fascinated. 2012, I was invited with the movie Adesua.
Yeah.
To Tel Aviv International Student Film Festival.
Okay.
And it's touted to be the biggest student gathering in the world.
Wow.
That particular year, we had over 3,000 participants.
3,000?
Surprisingly, I was the only black person.
Oh my God.
So whenever they come out, because we had a lot of outside events, when they come out, you see a sea of white heads.
Wow.
And I'm easily recognizable. I was the only black person in that festival. That was when I thought, my God, this festival is dedicated to celebrating people in training, students in training. So you can imagine how these guys are able to nurture practitioners from that cradle and make them hobnob with industry greats at that level. So you can imagine what they're going to produce when they actually get to the level.
Wow.
So I've been nursing this in over time. And 2017, I signed this memorandum of understanding with Igbenedion University to float the Benin Film Academy in their Town and Gun initiative. And to the glory of God, that has been a huge success, judging from the caliber of artists and the person, and the fact that it has brought a lot of attention to what young people are doing here. To the glory of God also, last year, Edo State International Film Festival, the winner of the best film graduated from the Benin Film Academy.
Oh, wow.
The best actress for the festival was won by Jennifer Osawe, who is also a graduate of the Benin Film Academy. Benjamin Olaye, today is doing big things in Lagos, like Wendy. He was also once a time a teacher at the school. So Benin Film Academy had won several awards in several festivals. And so I just was, you know what, with this educational romance with Igbenedion University, we must cement something. And God gave me this idea to float the first ever Student International Film Festival in Nigeria, and it's going to be a moving, we call it a mobile festival. It's going to move year in, year out from one institution of higher learning to another, as far as they study theater arts, mass communication, film studies, and all of that. So naturally, yes, it should start from home.
Absolutely.
And I approached the vice chancellor. I said, this is one idea. The man said, oh, this is good, this is good. And they gave their thumbs up immediately and the support. And they opened the school, the facilities. Over 15 universities would be coming to the Benin University to participate. Over 250 movies were submitted from Spain, from Belgium, from Kenya, from Cameroon, from Nigeria, made by students, and we'll be celebrating them from on the 12th to 15th of October 2023.
Wow.
And the venue is the premier private university in Nigeria, Benin University, hosting the premier student international film festival in Nigeria.
Man, it sounds really, really amazing. You know, I was going there till you just, drop the dime, and I was going to ask, are these films going to be strictly made by students? And you just said so. But how about not students' productions?
No, you must be. It is like our award that we're explaining. If you see the award we're giving, this is Sprouting Root.
Okay, Sprouting Root.
It's Sprouting Root. You see, we are saying the International Student Film Festival is going to remain a bedrock of fertilized ground where you can plant. And once you give them that opportunity to showcase, imagine a young chap who just attempted making a film for the first time as a student. You're going to see a Zebejiro sit down to watch such film.
Oh boy.
You are going to see a lot of networking. This is a big producer over here with the number of work to his credit.
Mr. Wendy.
He managed the big Invasion 1897, has produced quite a number of big budget films. Imagine having opportunity as a student to connect with such a character. Imagine coming to hear firsthand from Mona Lisa Chinda, a multiple award-winning veteran actress. Imagine being on the same room with Chana McCollins and a lot of those big names, Queen Wokoye, Michael Onyi. All of them are coming to celebrate with these children and give them a pat on the back. You're doing well. Those that are doing well, don't worry, you can still make it. That's what the festival is about, celebrating talent at the barest stage.
From the cradle. From the cradle.
Yeah.
Now, Wendy, thank God you are well known for the directing of the popular movie about Ghetto. Producing as well, So going by this, right, don't you feel jealous that when you were in school then, such medium wasn't like, was so available as we have right now? I mean, having the chance as then, in as much as your bros was a, driving force in the industry, to have the chance to sit with such big wigs and go through, stuff you guys were doing there.
No, I don't feel jealous.
Okay.
Because,
are you sure you don't feel jealous?
Yeah. In our own time,
we
also had such privileges.
Right.
Then we used to have what we call TAF, where all theater students all over the country where we meet. It was
really?
Yes, it was really a big festival that we all looked up to. Then I was also part of those who started the Nigerian Student Film Festival. It was done in Jos in 2006, and I'm happy to say that my film then I directed won an award for my school, Ambrose Ali University.
Okay.
So for me, I've always enjoyed and
the clouds. But they were not as loud as this is about.
No,
now.
It wasn't as loud.
So that is where I'm coming from.
Then we also had romance, knowledge romance with some seasoned Nollywood actors. Then the likes of Joke Silva, the likes of Chukwendu. Chukwendu then used to be the national president of Producers Guild Association of Nigeria. Chukwendu. It was for us then as students,
was a big
meeting
deal.
These people. It was also a big deal for us.
I get you. And fact is, if such rules are not created, there won't be a follow-up. So that is why I must commend, the governor. I'd love to call you the governor, actually, of Nollywood, man. Yeah, don't go misquote me, man. For always bringing such lofty ideas, into the fore every now and then. And that brings me to the next question, right? I've also taken a look at your autobiography, right, from day one till now, right? You are an ambassador of this state, and you never do anything that you don't include the state. I mean, and those things must be inclusive, so to speak. from bringing down of big stars, big names, to the city, to do productions and all that, and even lots more. Even your storytelling, yes. I mean, you're one of those, directors and producers from day one who always do everything possible to tell our story down here. But it seems as though some people feel you're not doing enough. Some people from this same Edo state feel you're not doing enough. Like when the name Lancelot comes up, but oh no, Lancelot, man, it's not doing enough. He's ripping us off. He's not showing us mad love. He's more into the negotiants. He's more into the evils. He's more into the and stuff. I mean, somebody of late called you out. Yes. Well, I don't know if it went viral, but I just bumped into it, right? And it was actually accusing you of not doing enough for the Edo state actors. Right here.
The local
the local. No, I don't want that word local, because local in the sense that local, I see local as derogatory, because if Jay-Z plays in New York City, he's a local artist. He only becomes international when he flies down here to play, Yeah. So I don't use the word. So the indigenous Edo State actors, yes. Most of them, some of them feel, Lance, you're not doing enough. So I want to know why. Does this make sense to you? How did you gravitate?
Obviously, it doesn't make sense. I thank you very much for that. Though I didn't want to glorify anybody by making any kind of response to that, but it's important that some records are set straight for posterity. Right. But I can say without any ambiguity that posterity will be very fair to Lancelot Oduwa-Emasue as far as the deliberate, intentional propagation of the rich Edo culture and its people is concerned. I will go back in time. I ventured into Lagos from here, where I started my art, 1994. I saw it all in Lagos. When I say saw it all,
like everything,
the lowest of it, and all that, to the glory of God, we were able to find our feet. The first film I produced in Lagos was the year 2000. It was very popular here. That time, when I was still cap in hand, begging for help from people, some people, guy called Emmanuel Isikaku, gave me money to produce that work. You know what I did? No. I ran to Benin, the lead character in that film. The film was shot in Lagos. Yeah. The year 2000. It was very popular. The Smelly Mouth was the late Kennedy Uyi of Yahoo. Yeah. Oh. That film had Sam Lokoefi. That film had Chasi Noji. That film had famous Otakpome. That film had Iliel Ototi. Shot in Lagos, 1996.
Way back.
Funded by Riboman. That guy, my best friend then, that became his name until his demise. Smelly Mouth. I came to this town to pick one of the most popular comedians from this town, the late Enauna Idemudia. I came to carry from here to Lagos. Yeah. If I did that then, when I was a nobody, I was just struggling with another man's money, isn't it very, very unfair, stupid to say the least, for anybody to accuse me? I enjoy a lot of accolades from well-meaning Edo people. Thank you very much for all that you do for this place. And for the sake of documentation of history, most of the big names coming up today, he just gave you his own story. Mm-hmm. We are blood cousins. There was no contact. Everywhere they hustle, they go. The other sister called me, said, your brother read theater too. I said, my brother. I said, Uwadia. I said, are you serious? He said, send me his number. I called him. Right now, that was how, he got into the movie industry. Proudly, what he has become today in the industry. And he gives me my credit. Forget the fact that he's my brother. If I pave the way for you, if you're able to follow it through, to your own good.
So why do you think there's all of this, continuous stuff?
You see, this entitlement mentality must stop. Oh. And people should learn. Let me say it. Lancelot Oduwa-Emasue is an individual. I'm not government. I have never had any governmental position. The only position government has ever given me in my life was the last year's Edo State International Fest, I was made the chairman of the event. 2 weeks to the commencement of the event, and I came and I did my best. So it has become an attitude with human beings that they must complain. But the records are there. The boy himself has come to say, my God, from what he did, he has come to now understand the truth. And it goes to question this our social media thing where everybody just have access. You just carry anything and say, derogate people, defame people for what you care about. Really, I'm not bothered. This is another beautiful initiative. We did it here. We came here for the Film in Edo project. 10 films were selected from here, funded by UK AIDS. It was called MED. I was a consultant. It was here we came to. 10 filmmakers from here were funded. Edo State government supported with 250,000. I know I gave $500,000 to the filmmaker. We brought it here. Why did I take it to Lagos? So, as long as it has become a culture for artists here not to celebrate their own, celebrating their own is not only those at top coming to pick those they feel they are still coming up. Yeah. Those coming up can also celebrate what those they feel on top are doing. The Kuria for Lions, the China McCall, they are from places. There are people celebrate what they have achieved. It gives you the morality, the urge to come back to do more. But let it be sounded here that Lancelot to do what I must win. I'm a partnership with ITV. I'm a partnership with the Billion University. My father's name is Enotie Roma. If you say I'm a human being, I will also say you are a human being. So it's not by force. And how can one man be able to cover everybody? I don't have institutional funds. I go to seek for money to do this. Please, let me ask, Oga, when you make film, do you use it to make favor, or you definitely choose artists that will bring back money? Maybe you can answer that for
I think when it comes to casting for film, if you go sentimental, you destroy the work.
Oh.
Yes.
If you go sentimental,
you
have to be 100% professional.
You have to be professional. Okay. Because you are doing a movie that's going to cost across, and a lot of people are going to see it. If your casting is sentimental, people will see it. For instance, if you give a girl who happens to be your girlfriend a role to play the lead, people will see it. That this girl can act. So why did they put this girl? Somebody will say, maybe they stay with the director. That's why. People will see it. It's affecting your job.
Now, from the look of things now, I think the whole thing boils down to being self-entitled. Do you think this is doing well for our industry here in Edo State? Self-entitlement?
First and foremost, I would say, no, it's not.
Okay.
But again, if you go back to look at probably why are they self-entitled?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just give a very short narrative. I've known him for many years. We practically grew up together, you get? But at the point where I was studying theater, it never crossed my mind to go in search for him. Because I didn't dream to practice or to do this and make it big. Because I wanted to study law.
Yeah.
Do you get? So at the point where I started working with him, a lot of people came to me. This is Lancelot, you're the suffer, follow Lancelot. See Lancelot, they travel, go abroad every day. Imagine. You know, they carry you along. Now, listen, I didn't feel entitled. There was something that happened. I graduated as one of the best graduating students from the Department of Theatre Arts, ECPOMA, Ambosali University. And I was given an award on the day of my convocation. Now, Zenith Bank offered me employment based on that award. I was working with him. Then we just did Ebuwa. We were planning the premiere for Ebuwa, the Oba Kezwa Cultural Center. When the message came, okay, I was supposed to run down to an interview. So I told my sisters, I told everybody, everybody was excited. Then I just graduated, young boy, just graduated,
still fresh,
school,
man, you know.
Zenith Bank was inviting me,
Yeah.
and I didn't go. Everybody, why? Why didn't you go for the interview? Why didn't you go for the interview? I told them, this is where my destiny is.
This is my passion.
And my sisters, everybody got angry with me. He now took it upon himself to challenge them or to prove that this decision this boy has made, he will make sure I don't regret it. And I told him, you're making a mistake. I didn't make that decision for you.
Because of you, all right? I guess.
You see, thinking, I was not even aware. He didn't even tell me when we were planning that he has such appointment. I would not have, because
So
I
I told him,
the pressure.
I didn't make that decision for you.
For you. It was for
I
your,
took my
it was
decision.
for you.
Yes.
For yourself.
Because this is where I want to be. So
get
at the
you.
point where sometimes when I was still with him, and then I started going to Enugu and stuff. He does films, he does stuff, and he doesn't call me. Because then I was already going to Enugu and places. But I didn't take it to heart. I say, my brother, they do film, not call me. My brother, they do this, they travel, go abroad, they not call me. Because I don't see it as my destiny is tied to him. I felt like a bird. The sky is big, and I can fly.
everyone
You get what I'm
fly.
saying?
Yeah.
And that has been my motivation. That has really helped me
Yeah.
thus far.
Nice.
So if these people can actually pull themselves off this mentality, they'll see they go places. Because the truth is, we really have great actors from here.
Very well. Several.
Great actors from here.
Several.
I've met some of them one-on-one, and I've told them, guys, move. Don't wait for anybody to push you or to allow to move you.
Do you, bro?
Guys, my brother
Do
is
you?
Lancelot to do what he must do. But I don't wait for him to move me.
I get you. All right. So you guys heard, man, self-retired to make kills faster than bullets. That's what you guys are saying, and I think it's what it is. Once again, I must say, congratulations for this first ever International Student Film Festival going down in 5 days' time at the Great Okada University. Now, let me ask you, let me put this one right here now, bro, man. How do you keep it fresh, man? Like, I'm seeing you with a t-shirt, a slush bag. Like, I feel like changing my native. Hey, like, how do you keep it fresh? Like, how do you get it going on, really?
Free
bro?
my mind.
Are you serious?
Is it what we're talking about? People carry too much. People carry too much.
Yeah.
People carry too much for no just cause. The energy I'm going to dissipate in discussing you negatively, I'm just dissipating that energy into looking for something fresh.
I'm telling you.
We're cooking something.
Yeah.
A reunion after how many years? We're cooking something. Come on.
Nice.
We're cooking something.
That's
we
good.
will only call those we call.
Abil.
It's as simple
And those are we become.
those that we
That's the way it
don't
is.
become. It's a very simple matter. People must free. Honestly, this is my new resolve. Free your mind, feel good, believe in God, don't definitely hurting anybody.
Yeah.
Do your thing and you get result. It's
That's
as
what it
simple
is,
as that.
man. I love that philosophy, man. Feel good, free your mind, do you, be prayerful, and just keep going, man. Last one, man, thanks so much for all this.
But you have not
through.
answered our question.
What's the question, bros?
How do you keep this
Fresh one.
stuff
It's a
fresh?
natural behavior.
You are not
Nothing
telling
to
you are
it,
not
man.
telling us the secret.
Nothing
Where
to it,
is the pipe connected to, man? Come on, bring us in.
See who they
Bring
are.
us in.
See who they are. See. This is the governor, guys. The governor, man. We don't want to go up
Where
like
is
him.
the
You know what I mean?
pipe?
Like,
Where
oh,
is the
man.
pipe? Please,
No,
we are
man.
inviting everybody, all the students, theater students, mass communication
the
students,
country.
all over the country.
Okay.
Accommodation, as far as you're a student, with your ID card, you'll be accommodated.
Okay.
We have over 200 best space accommodation available for students. Come and be part of this epoch event. Who knows? The next edition may just be in your school.
Yeah,
and
well.
that is the way it is.
Well.
Great thanks to the Igbenedion dynasty for this wonderful support. Always. When people hear support, it isn't money, not be money. The fact is that there is a support. You have an idea, you can pitch it to somebody. Somebody can say, whoa, this is a good one, is a support. Yeah. Big shout out to ITV and all my friends, Lahore Music Worldwide, Osiri University, all of those that have support, Sandy Event Hub, all of my friends.
Not forget the MD as well. Not forget the MD as well, Engineer Obaseki.
That's what I'm saying. I said ITV Engineer Obaseki, and I must say, whoa, I thought I was in California, and then when I stepped in here,
this
man.
California,
I thought that it was California. When I got in here, the cameras, my God, ITV, kudos and big up. Engineer Obaseki, You and your team, you guys are doing marvelously well. Together, let's take our culture, our people to the height. God bless you.
Absolutely, man. Thanks so much, guys, for coming through. And brother, Omogeto is still the bomb, man. Big one, right?
Respect, bro.
How's the accolades coming in, bro?
Nah, the accolade to see the enjoyment.
Have you? Have to go. That's what you do when you work hard, man. Once again, it's been lovely chatting with you guys this morning right here. If there's anything we have to take home, is the fact that we should not necessarily be, entitled, right? Move out, do your thing, bust that move, and get results at the end of the day. Because when you wait for somebody, that person you are waiting for might actually be waiting for somebody else.
But that's the truth.
You see, the wait just continues.
That is true.
And just go crazy. And once again, congrats to all the students out there, because I know lots of students and young ones that are into content creation. They create content every now and then. This is your time. 5 days time is going down. Big shout to the governor out here who made it happen, all right?